half of what you heard about Silicon Valley is true. The other half is going to surprise you. I've lived here my entire life, and I'm going to walk you through the 10 things people expect about living in San Jose in 2026 and what actually happens when they move here. I'm Michael Rolfs. I'm a realtor in San Jose, and let's get into it. I'm going to give you 10 expectations, things people genuinely believe before they move here, and then I'm going to tell you what the reality actually is. Some of these will be better than you expect. Some of them are going to be a little worse. I'm not going to soften either side. The last one might be the one that changes your decision, so stick around. Expectation number 1. The weather is perfect year-round. Reality, the weather is great. It's not perfect. San Jose averages around 300 days of sun per year. That part is true. What most people don't tell you is that the summers in the South Bay can hit the high 90s and even break 100 for stretches. When I say stretches, I mean a week or two at a time. If you live in Almaden, Cambrian, or East San Jose, you definitely will need air conditioning. Older homes that don't have it, they feel uncomfortable for about 3 weeks every single summer. Winters are mild. Rain comes in concentrated bursts from December through March. You won't shovel snow. You will probably hydroplane at some point on the freeway during the first rain of the season when nobody remembers how to drive in it. So the weather is great. It's not Hawaii. It's definitely not San Diego. It's its own thing. Expectation number 2. Silicon Valley is a city full of tech bros in hoodies. Reality, it's one of the most diverse places in the entire country. San Jose's population is roughly 30% Asian, 30% Hispanic, and a mix of every other background you can name. Walk through any single grocery store, any school, park, and you'll hear 5 languages in 10 minutes. Yes, they're tech workers. Yes, some of them wear company hoodies on Saturdays. But the actual culture of this place is way more diverse than HBO Silicon Valley suggested. The food, the festivals, the neighborhoods, all of it reflects that. Okay, so expectation number 3. Everyone here is rich. Reality, almost nobody here feels rich. This is the strangest part of living in Silicon Valley. The median household income in Santa Clara County is well over $150,000. By national standards, that is wealthy. By Silicon Valley standards, that is lower middle class at best. Families making $300,000 a year here still feel financially stretched. Families making $500,000 feel comfortable, but not wealthy. The cost of housing rewrites every single income bracket you've ever known. This catches people off guard. They get a big salary. They move here and they feel poorer than they did making half as much somewhere else. That's not in their head. That's the actual map. Expectation number 4. San Jose is just an extension of San Francisco. Reality, San Jose and San Francisco are completely different cities. This one drives me crazy. San Jose is actually bigger than San Francisco. We have over 1 million people. We have our own airport, our own downtown, our own sports teams, our own neighborhoods, and our own identity. Heck, we even stole the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, you're still called the San Francisco 49ers, but they are about 30 minutes south of San Francisco in Santa Clara. San Jose is more suburban, more diverse, warmer in climate, and more family-oriented than San Francisco. San Francisco is denser, more urban, more tourist-driven, and more politically focused. They share an economy, but they don't share a personality. If you're moving to Silicon Valley and you've only visited San Francisco, you haven't even seen it. Come down here and look. Expectation number 5. The traffic is unbearable. Reality, the traffic is bad. It's not unbearable. LA can be unbearable at times. Silicon Valley, our traffic's bad. And it depends entirely on where you live and where you work. If you live in San Jose and work in San Jose, your commute is probably 15 to 25 minutes. That's normal anywhere you live. If you live in San Jose and work in Palo Alto or San Francisco, your commute is a major life decision. Plan 90 minutes round trip on a good day and 2.5 hours on a bad day. The trick is matching where you live to where you work. People who treat that as a top priority do fine. People who buy the house first and figure out the commute later, they regret it within about a year. Expectation number 6. There's nothing to do here. Reality? There's an absurd amount to do. People just don't look. In one weekend, you can drive to Santa Cruz for the beach, Big Basin for the redwoods, Napa for the wine, Yosemite for the mountains, or Monterey for the aquarium, all in under 3 hours. Inside San Jose itself, you've got Sharks games, professional soccers, Cinequest film festivals, Christmas in the Park, Jazz Festival, dozens of regional parks, and a downtown that has steadily gotten better over the last 5 years. For example, San Pedro Square is amazing. It's always been a great part of downtown San Jose, but it's just even gotten better. The expectation that there's nothing to do comes from people who compare San Jose to New York. San Jose is not New York. It's a suburban West Coast city with elite access to outdoor recreation. If you're an outdoors person or a family person, this place is incredible. If you need a constant nightlife scene, San Francisco is 45 minutes away. Expectation number 7. Crime is out of control. Reality? Crime exists. Heck, crime exists everywhere. It's not what national headlines make it sound like. San Jose has historically been one of the safer big cities in the country. Property crime in certain pockets is real, and you should pay attention to it, especially around downtown and parts of East San Jose. Violent crime is concentrated in small, specific areas and doesn't affect most residents most of the time. The biggest day-to-day issue most people deal with is car break-ins in commercial parking lots. Don't leave anything visible in your car, ever. That single habit will protect you from 90% of the petty crime you'll ever encounter here. Expectation number 8. Schools are top tier everywhere. Reality? Schools are top tier in specific neighborhoods. They're average or a little below average in others. And the gap is enormous. Cupertino, Saratoga, Almaden Valley, and parts of Willow Glen, with a few pockets of Evergreen, have schools that compete with anything in any part of the country. Other parts of San Jose have schools that are genuinely struggling. This is why home prices vary so wildly between neighborhoods that look similar on a map. You're not buying the house, you're buying the school district that comes attached to it. If you have kids, the school district determines the home search. Expectation number 9. The job market is bulletproof. Reality? The job market is strong on average and brutal in cycles. Silicon Valley is the best place in the world to build a tech career if you can ride the cycles. When the sector is hiring, you can change jobs every 2 years and double your salary. When the sector is laying off, the job market gets very quiet very quickly. If you're moving here for a job, get the job offer in writing first. Don't relocate on the promise of finding work after you arrive. The cost of being unemployed in this market for 6 months can erase years of savings. Expectation number 10. And this is the one I want you to really hear. The expectation is that if you can just afford to live here, your life is going to be great. The reality is the opposite. The people who are happiest in Silicon Valley are not the ones with the biggest salaries. They're the ones who figure out how to live a normal life inside this market. They have hobbies. They have friends who aren't coworkers. They go to the coast on weekends. They don't compare their house to their neighbor's house. They don't try to keep up with the stock options that aren't theirs. The trap of this place is the financial pressure is constant. Even when you're making good money, there's always someone making more. Always a bigger house, always a fancier car. If you let that drive your life, you'll be miserable in paradise. The people who thrive here are the ones who decide early what enough looks like, and then they actually stop chasing. So those are the 10 expectations and the 10 realities. Some of this market is better than you've heard. Some of it is harder. None of it is what the headlines say. If you're thinking about moving here in 2026, the best advice I can give you is to come visit. Not just for a weekend in the touristy parts. Come for 4 or 5 days, drive the commutes, walk all the neighborhoods you think you can afford, eat at the places locals eat at, then decide. And if you're seriously considering a move, the link in the description goes to my calendar to set up a free relocation call. Subscribe if you want more honest videos about living and buying here in Silicon Valley. I'm Michael Rolfs with Coldwell Banker. See you guys on the next one.